staying, keep making stick around the outside, and he dives around the outside, and Sam does it. What a move!
Oh no, look at Jerry! Oh, out of nowhere!
Oh my gosh, and we have a battle for the lead, and Pickles inside it. I was so wrong. And there's a change for the lead on the final lap.
Hello and welcome everybody. Just checking if my mic is working. Yes. Today here, tier 3 for the. Oh, it's still saying Japan Suzuka. Hold on. That's not good. Well, we here are not for the Japan. I already did the GP for the USA Austin part, but probably didn't save it. In the commentary box here with me as usually at Monday, Josh. Welcome. Looking forward to the race.
Yeah, I'm buzzing for this race. We got some good races in tier 3, a good track coming up as well, so it should be a good one.
Yeah, last time out in Japan we saw clear weather. Yeah, very good qualifying. Some guys who stand out was definitely TT and Baby Girl picking up P3, but had an unfortunate race there. We had a safety car out in the first lap, and I thought was, oh no, not again. But they really had a good performance there, Josh, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean Japan seemed, because it's quite an old school track, it seemed to catch a lot of the drivers out through all the tiers. I didn't think we had many instant free races, but yeah, the safety car mixed stuff up, people going on to hard for pretty much the whole race and making full advantage of it.
Yeah, that was the strategy to go. I think on the well, I didn't think that was the strategy to go, but I saw most of the guys did the strategy for the soft to hard, and the winner, I think Monty was the winner there last time around. He did the soft to medium, which I think in the end was the better result. We can also look at some constructors and standings. I've been preparing this morning, but everything went away again. So I have all these pictures. So at first place here at the TTM Tier 3, we are racing, I think it's 9 more races, 2, 4, 6, yeah, 9 more races. Next up is USA, and as of today, TTM Sam is leading this one, and second is Jet Atom, with a points difference of, yeah, I'd say maybe 35 points. Monty in P3 didn't had a really good last 3 races, but won the last one at Japan. So she's in P3. Baby Girl, yeah, maybe the little bit of dark horse here for the tier 3 races there, Josh. Grabbing some good points last couple of races. Unfortunately, in Japan, wasn't lucky enough to grab some good points from P3 till the end there.
Yeah, it was a bit sorry.
Yeah,
it was a bit disappointing for Baby Girl, because he did have such a great qualifying, and especially after his win in Russia, I was really rooting for him to carry on that good momentum, but obviously the race just didn't come his way.
Yeah. In P5, Benji had a really good start of when he actually started here with us at TTM at Silverstone. 2 wins, then a DNF, Spa also, or Italy, a little bit of disappointing, and then the last 3 races he grabs a podium, and at Russia he spun out, or yeah, unfortunately there. Niak in P6 there. I'm not going to talk about every driver, just top 10. Niak Also, really good performance when he first joined the league at Monaco. I really thought he could step up and give some racing against the Sam and the Monties and Jet Atoms and Baby Girl here, but he's still managing really good. I think he's at the top of the midfield. Same goes for Coles. Looking good so far, consistently scoring points in the last couple of races there. And Joa, who has a new teammate, also a friend from Ecuador. He just competed into the practice race just before, as we always have on the Monday, and then saw he was clean and had a good connection since he was from Ecuador, so he probably jumped on also. Ewan, always a very consistent driver. Snatches some really good points when everybody's crashing out, and he stays on track. So yeah, really good driver. Same goes for LMB in P10 there. Do you want to do the constructors there, Josh?
Yeah. 1 second. Let me just pull it up. So yeah, we've got Classical Cassandra in the lead with Monty and Benji driving for them. I think they're both in the top 5 drivers standing, so no surprise that they're up there, but not too far behind is the Sauber pair of TTM Sam and T-Pop. And then we got in 3rd place Neon Cosworth, with quite a large gap behind to Serene Porsche. But then that battle for 4th could be heating up because there's Toronto Tornado 7 racing even, and Citroen Mini Paris, who aren't too far behind, so if they have a few good races they could catch up. In 7th we have Audi Slingshot Racing, and then the battle for 8th, there's only 2 points in it, so it could be quite exciting for that, is Avax Ascari in 8th, with Opaque Aston Martin in 9th, and then round off our constructors we have DSB Bugatti.
Yeah, as we also going to show you today, and this is a little bit of, I don't know how you call it in English, but a primer or a first time see. It's already been posted on YouTube, but Tess made a really good trailer, or epic one, for season 2. We're going to show you that in the qualifying and race break. And you will also see that the team names we are currently having in all of our multiplayer tiers will be the same, but there's gonna be something special about it. I'm not gonna spoil surprise anything. You will see in that trailer. So on to the USA. What do you think of the track, Josh?
I think it's a really nice track. It's one of the more modern ones that we've had. And unlike other modern ones we've had, like Russia, it provides good racing in real life. I know a lot of drivers like it because you can take lots of different lines through some of the corners, like turn 1, or coming down after the straight into like that hairpin. You can take different lines, and then there's a nice like switchback sort of thing you can do after the long straight. So I do like it. It's a bit of can be quite harsh on tyres, especially sector 1. But yeah, it's got a good mix of corners from good tracks around the world.
Yeah, I really like the flow of the track, because of the S section really flows really perfectly, especially if you get your lines right. Then you are probably thinking by yourself, holy crap, that is going to be a good lap or not when you hit that first sector. And it's also what you were saying, there's a lot of possibilities to overtake, and when you overshoot after the S's, you're also going through a downhill line and then up to a straight. But at that point, if you are really close to somebody, you can actually brake a little later to get a better exit and better run on that straight, so it's easier to overtake, what you said. So exit speed is really, really important here. And also curious how the setups of these guys are going to be, since you can either go with a little bit higher downforce setup to full throttle those S's, or you could go with a lower or maybe a little bit straight line speed setup to gain you a little bit time on the straight. Which one do you prefer, Josh?
I think I prefer having a bit more downforce. I don't know whether that's just being a control player or not, but I prefer having a car that's stable and I can push to the limit without knowing that it's not going to snap on me. But then obviously, as you said, you do kind of pay the penalty. The straight is fairly long. So you do really need to find that balance, because in qualifying, you're going to make up all the time through the S's. And yeah, you just got to find that balance, which is pretty difficult.
Yeah, would you say then, because you were saying you need to compromise on the quali, you put a higher downforce car in the quali and then a little bit straight line speed on the on the race? So
Yeah, I'd try that, because there's nothing worse than being quick in the corners. Say if you're behind someone and you know that you're quicker than them, but down the straight you just can't do anything about it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I always think I like a higher downforce setup more, because it gives me a little bit more confidence in the race, and I can do like consistent lap times, and I think those are more important. And if you have like a higher downforce setup, you can always use the DRS and the overtake button to give you a little bit extra boost on the straight line speed, so you can actually take somebody over at the straight. And since you are probably going to be faster than them in the S section, or I think it's the end of sector 2, or maybe the beginning of sector 3, you gain so much time because they can't go full throttle through there.
Yeah, I do have to agree with you. I do prefer a slightly higher downforce setup that just gives me that confidence in the car to just push lap after lap and be consistent.
Yeah, same here. And when I'm behind somebody and I notice he is so quick on the straight, and I'm sometimes a little bit frustrated that I'm doing that, because it sometimes just makes it so hard to overtake somebody on the straight, especially I think at tracks of America, because you really need to have a good exit. That straight isn't very long, but if somebody is running like 3.9 wings or something, they're gonna possibly be faster on you on that straight with your DRS on, so you have to use the overtake, and they are probably gonna do that as well. So somebody is asking me some 2 different cars on the lobby screen. Any ideas? I'm not in the lobby screen yet. Are there some different cars in the lobby? Can you see that, Josh?
I'm just having a look now. I don't know if it might be the new driver that we've got. Is he Joe's teammate?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a slightly different shade. They look like green. Everyone else looks okay.
Well, if it's slightly different, I'm okay with that, man. It's not a really big deal.
Alright!
Jose Soria, thank you for following us, man. Then again, we were just talking about the track of USA before I got distracted by the Discord chat again, and yeah, that's a really bummer. It's really nice to have your tier as a tier coordinator commentated, but then if they ask questions, it's something to work on, I think. You think it's going to be USA? Chances of rain? I never had rain on a league race there. You?
I think I might have had it once, but yeah, it should be a dry track. But that does beg the question: what strategy would you do? I've not done any practice yet for USA. But yeah, what would you go for the 1-stop, or would you try and think about a 2-stop?
Yeah, I did a normally I wouldn't spoil my strategy, but yeah, who cares? I did a couple of GP practices, and I actually managed the one stop quite comfortably. So the soft medium strategy. So I went on the softest tire, but very cautious. You really have to use the lean mix and soft. So, but I think my times are still okay. But I think a soft medium strategy is the way to go here. I think you can win like 11 or 12 seconds by it. I was going in lap 10 onto the mediums. They were still like 50%. And I was constantly doing like 34s high to mediums in pace. So yeah, we see what strategy is going to be picked here. But the game is suggesting a 2-stop, either to go for soft medium or soft medium soft. And if you want to do a 1-stopper, the game is going to suggest that you do it on the hards. But I was so slow on the hards, especially in the first couple of laps, to warm those tires up.
And like we were saying earlier, if you're a car stuck behind another car running slightly high downforce and you can't get past them on the straight, if you maybe come in for that undercut a couple laps early and try and force them into a 2-stop as well, that could be a way of going about your race.
Yeah, I also did some practice indeed with the undercutting. It was on 105 IA, I think. And Max Verstappen is really good at USA. I don't know why, but yeah. And I thought I'll wait until he pits, and he pitted in lap 9. So I went in and pit in lap 10, and I was like maybe 10 seconds in front of him, and he won like 3 seconds on me almost.
Yeah, so I do think having fresher tyres is a big advantage around here, especially through all the S's section. You can gain so much time if you're on fresh tyres.
Can we check if everybody's in? Because in the meanwhile, we are going to watch the hot lap for USA, Austin. It's submitted by our very own American tier coordinator. Yeah, big thumbs up for him, doing a really fantastic job here at TTM. He gave me the clip, I did the voiceover. He's gonna show you what it's basically like to be in a Alfa Romeo and how the track flows. I think he almost nailed every apex, maybe missed some, but you will see. Enjoy. Hello everybody, and today we are at the Circuit of America as our tier coordinator from North America is gonna take you for a hot lap here, as we have 20 corners here, and it makes it debut here at 2012 with some really good racing. It has some really long straights and really nice bends into the corners, and it's really high speed at some points, as we're going to look at how his TTM Dave is doing as he's crushing the straight finishing line, and a little bit of uphill here actually, where you can just see the apex, use all the curves on the right side there, listen a little bit of the apex there, stays close to the right here, and then we're coming into this beautiful section of the S's where you really need to nail those curves, every single one of them. Black box, you're turning import to the left, a little bit ease down one shift, and then ease on the throttle, and as soon as you feel the rear of your car has the power to throttle, then you put it down, brake it a little bit behind the 100 meter board and take a late apex here, as Dave is doing here currently. Another back straight, really good opportunity to take over here in these tier races this week. Coming into this corner, brake at the F1 bomb marker bar, hit that apex, he did it perfectly, upshift to 5th, down to third. Really smooth on the throttle here, because you really can spin out your car here. Up to fifth, down to third. I go down to second to hit that apex, so I don't go as wide as Dave is doing here. Then this really fast right hander stays close to the right side, so there's less track in these corners. Downshift 2 times at the black box, full on the throttle again, and then you want to hit this apex again on the left side, which Dave is doing perfectly. Wow, what a lap. Thank you for submitting your clip, and thank you for doing your awesome job here at DTM. Back to the commentary box, and have a great tier race all. Like and subscribe. Peace! Hello, welcome back. It's sunny, as suspected there, Josh. I don't know how the race is gonna be, but it looks good so far. I'm gonna load up the widgets. Hopefully they work this time. And the top widgets and the leaderboards. Oh yeah, and the halo as well. And if they don't work, I really have a problem, because I don't know.
I'm sure these widgets just don't like tier 3.
Yeah, it's always the tier 3. I already spoke about it with Tess. Leaderboard on. Oh no. I don't think it's working probably.
Alright, well I'm jumping on board with Wong Don, who was at the front of the queue but has just spun on his outlap. So we're going to go on to LMB, who is now first car to go around to settle up. Oh, has he already invalidated the lap? Did he go a bit too wide there? Yeah, it looks like LMB has just invalidated his first lap as he starts it. So, who is next? Dale Wells. Can he make it through the S's without invalidating his lap? It looks like he's going fairly cautiously on these mediums. Interesting strategy choice there. Oh, and that'll be a big invalidation.
Yeah, I know, Curry. I made a mistake there. I thought on YouTube I switched that after the event is finished. Yeah, I'm not going to waste too much time for these widgets again. I'll just do it again. I think maybe it's because somebody else uses also maybe telemetry. I don't know, and it makes a little bit of how do you say that? Interruption or something? I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, we almost have all 18 drivers out on track, apart from Benji, who's leaving until it's maybe a bit quieter. But yeah, around here it's so difficult to invalidate your lap, as we've already seen with 2 drivers. But as Joe crosses the line, putting a 1:31.7 for his first lap.
Teapot and Monty having a collision, as Monty was on his fastest lap, but I also think Teapot was on a lap there. And they came together as Joda. Oh,
it looks like Monty's still pushing on. It's just a 30.7, that's the benchmark, especially if you had a collision.
Yeah, whoa. I think he can grab like 9/10 of that.
Wow. Monty again showed us that he is super quick.
Yeah, definitely.
And with 9 races left, if Sam has a few mishaps, maybe like internet issues or something, Monty could be right up there to try and grab that championship from him. So I think Sam invalidated his lap because he's just come into the pits. Is LMP on the second lap? Is he going to try some finish this lap? Or are we doing even? As he comes to the final corner, what's it going to be? A 1:35.0, so I reckon he's had a bit of a being held up there or something.
Yeah, I'm on board with Ewan. He just did a lap. And not very fast one. And Jet Atom tried on the mediums. I think he's going for another run though, as he's stuck behind Tiffet Pup.
Yeah, Wilson's just finished his lap, but I presume he might have got might have been going a bit slowly as well because he's at 1:36.
As Jet Atom goes inside.
But second down to 6th, only being covered by 0.4 of a second is crazy. Very tight midfield here in Tier 3.
Yes, LMB did 6 tenths off of Monty's lap. As good as crossing the line. I think I better can put their fastest lap with that 1:33.5. Benji also on a lap. 24.5 in the first sector. Looking smooth so far. A little bit cautious.
The section that he's
maybe.
just come through I find so frustrating because you just want to get on that power where it's so easy to cut one of those corners or extend it too far.
Yeah, and also invalidate your time. So better set a banker first and then go for probably a little bit more attacking corner. Attacking that corner. So far
Benji's looking good so far.
Yeah. 1.1.3.
I do love that sequence of corners to have a little battle with someone, dive it down the inside, and then they can get you back. Or try and have a retaliation attack round here. Oh, I think he might have just invalidated his lap.
Yeah, he did.
Straight into the pits. And there's so many corners where you feel like you can take it quicker, but you just can't because you'll just invalidate your lap.
Yeah, well, see, I found it that almost at every apex here, after mid corner you can apply throttle slowly or. So that's also at the last one as Sam goes 1 gear down on the S section. Looking really quick there, 24.3, that's 2 tenths up than Benji was jumping. He does take the risk there.
Yeah, that was nice to do that.
Yeah. A little bit strange line here. Breaking diagonal there. Don't know if that's you gain time or lose. I never do that on that corner, but then again, Sam is a pretty fast driver.
Yeah, I mean everyone has a different sort of flow to it as he's coming around, sets a purple sector 2. So could he be up there challenging Monty?
Yeah, looks like it. Monty lost a lot of time here. I think maybe half a tenth to 7 tenths.
I'm going to go back on board with Monty now as he's starting his second lap here.
Keeps it into the line, Sam. Last corner, hit the apex. Onto the throttle, don't spin your car. I did a 30.5, 2 tenths.
Nice lap. Monty just got 3 tenths up in sector 1, so he's found lots of time there.
What sector time did he do? Could you see that?
I'll just have a quick look. It was a 24.1.
Oh, that's 2 tenths faster than
Yep.
Sam did. But he could run a little bit higher downforce and lose that speed on the straight though.
Yeah. Went down through the hairpin, big lock up there, but gets the car turned in. He goes purple again in sector 2, so it's looking like Monty might grab provisional pole off of Sam.
Well, it's gonna be close. It's only 3/10 though. Maybe Sam did a really good last part of this USA track. And maybe Monty takes the risk here and validates his time.
Oh, just in.
Oh, he lost, missed the apex a little bit there, but I think 29.5. Oh, that's
Calm
really,
down, Monty, come on. That was... wow.
that's really fast. Holy moly. If those drivers are going to be a tier 1, man, I'll put me in tier 2.
Yeah, I can't compete with that.
Yeah. Maybe Benji crush, or as he's about to start this lap, I'm riding on board with him. As he was saying before the race, he has a little bit of trouble turning off that traction, so he turned it back on medium now, but he's definitely going to practice because he wants to be also in tier 1 for next. And he's taking this really flat out. Thank you for the cheer there, Curry. I couldn't see his first sector time, so... And I also don't know if the Cody's game also gives you now the correct purple and green sectors, if they are actually the fastest car on track. I know...
bit messed up.
Yeah. 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 101.8 I think was the time here for... Oh, it's the same time as Sam.
Yeah, I think Monty did a 101.3. So still a couple of tenths off of Monty.
Yeah, he won a lot of time in that last... in this part, as Benji going through now here. As Monty left the session there.
We saw him have connection issues back in Russia, so hopefully he doesn't have them because he really doesn't need them.
Oh, second place.
Benji.
Snitches off the time of Sam there. By 1/10. Really nice time. But look at that time, Josh, from second.
Yeah,
fifth.
second to fifth, wow. So we can, I mean, Monty is obviously quick in the race. If the others can't keep up with him, we could be seeing Monty out in front and then a massive battle from P2 down to P5, and then another massive battle from, what, P6 all the way down to P11? Because they're only covered by 5 tenths as well, so Wong Dong now moves up.
Good as pressing the line, 133.3. And that new guy, he's doing a 31.3. Not bad.
Yeah,
not
he's
bad
right
at all.
up there in the mix.
And I
So
see
good showing on him.
Joa put his game attack, TTM. TTM.
Up the TTM.
Up to TTM.
Yeah, didn't we have Outrageous as well last week? He was a rookie. He's showing good form as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that midfield is really packed always. I'm going to ride on board with Willis as he's now on the softest tire, just past the S section, coming onto that beautiful straight. Yeah, just a really, I think that's the most difficult corner where I can lose a lot of time.
What, coming out the S's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that is the most difficult corner.
Especially because if you take it correctly, you can easily win like 3/10, and otherwise you lose so much time. But he 101.3 there. So he's definitely looking for a good one. Or come on, Wills, you can do this. nail this last section. Don't invalidate. Oh, he takes it a
Nice.
little bit cautiously, but he does need to set some time on the board. Oh, I think you upshifted a little bit earlier there.
Oh. Again, stuck it in there with the midfield. I think Ewan was on a good lap as well. So let's see how he finishes his lap off.
Yeah, he's 2/10 faster than Wills, so he's aiming for between the 7 and 10 position, I think. If he
Oh, he misses that apex a little bit cautious. Going through this last corner. Oh, gets a little bit of a snap on.
Oh, he lost a lot of time there in the
There's
last
definitely
part.
more time in that final sector. But even, you know, if he improves by a couple of tenths, that'll move him up so many positions.
Yeah, that midfield is really close, and you have like Monty, and then you have from 2nd to 5th, and then all the way from 6th. It's all in the 31s, up to P14 there. I haven't been on board with Baby Girl yet, as he's on his outlap. So I'm going to be on board with him. As Monty has some failures for his internet. I don't know if he already is back or not.
I haven't seen him rejoin yet. But yeah, we've got Baby Girl and then Sam, who's just a little bit behind him, starting their final laps here.
Oh, a really good exit there from the first turn. What do you prefer in the S section? Stick it in 8 or keep it in 7?
Or, I think I keep it in 7th, and then for the last right-hander, I think sometimes I drop it down to 6th to try and just get a little bit of extra turn in.
Yeah.
And then normally back up to 7th before dropping down to 4th. But yeah, I don't think Monty's time is just outrageous, so I don't think anyone is troubling him for pole, so now it's just a battle for P2, but you never know, we could be surprised. One of these could pull out the best laps of their F1 career.
Yeah, I'm currently on board with Baby Girl, watching his sector time. We come really close there now. He's a little bit down. Yeah.
Know what he wants to see. I'm going to flick onto Sam to see what he can do. He's slightly up, but only just slightly.
You did set the purple sector too, though. Well, Monty was also he was almost in the same range of the time, but won so much on this part of the track.
Yeah, you've really got to be committed, be aggressive. See, Sam just looks a bit tentative through there. I feel like there's more time on the table. Coming through, where can he beat Benji?
Yeah.
A 30.3,
Improved.
nice. And oddly, Benji didn't come out for a final run there.
Oh, it's Jet Atom invalidate his. Oh, that's unfortunately. He's so close. One dog still on the lap.
Oh, I think Baby Girl might be going for another lap as well. So
Oh,
just done a better sector 1.
As Sam retires. I don't know, Curry, how much. I think Twitch gets money. I don't know if TDM gets money for you watching the. Oh, one dogs. Oh, he improved. 130.8.
That's a nice lap there from Wondon.
Yeah.
Baby Girl was up on his time, but he had a big snap coming out of the hairpin at the end of the straight, so I think he's pretty much lost all of his time, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He's
again.
just had a mare through the triple right-hander, so that is Baby Girl in 4th. But still a decent qualifying there. But yeah, we do seem to have two groups that are just so tightly together.
Yeah. It's gonna be really, really good race. I think Monty's internet is gone and he won't be able to join back. So Sam is on P2, but just have to overtake an AI car.
That is really annoying because I think Monty's been plagued with quite a few internet connection issues, and it's happened to me, and it's so frustrating, especially when you've done the job.
Yeah.
You know you should be lined up on pole, and then
Monty.
something out of your control takes it away.
Yeah, it's really gutted for him. I feel his pain almost, especially as he sets P1 129.5, 7 tenths faster than the P2 Sam there. In third, Benji with a 30.4, incredible lap there, and so close the top 3. Baby Girl, again the dark horse from the midfield, 130.6, only 2 tenths away from Benji. Jet Atom unfortunately couldn't grab a late lap there and couldn't improve his lap time. 1 donks, and as the timesheets, it's gone. We're going to be on a break for 5 minutes. Normally it's because I'm loading up the widgets, but they aren't working anymore. I don't know why. Maybe it's something to do with the ghost of Tier 3 and there, Josh. But we are going to watch a little bit of his story from TTM, a video our owner TTM test made, and it's also got a little bit of surprise in it for our next season, which is probably going to start I think in February or March in 2021. So enjoy.
What's up, move? Fine, red light. Hammer away here. DW wins in Monaco.
What is this P1?
What a drive, what a drive.
I want to see a show from you, Pez. We're top in the group here.
And Dynamic is coming round to finish up the race. Up the inside! He's done it! Paul Grinder, get in! This is Deezy! Deezy! Alistair as well! Come on! We are 8 months into this though. So I think it's fair to say we're only just getting started. I would like to welcome you to a whole new aspect of league racing. This season in TTM, we are going to make it as realistic as possible, which is why we are going to be introducing the following. Simulation damage. This could include punctures or DRS failures throughout your league races. Skill-based tiers, so there'll be wheel-to-wheel action in all our races and anyone can take that win. We will now be running a 15-race season voted by you guys. We could have the tracks like Austria, Canada, Singapore, Australia, Britain, Belgium, Spain, Brazil, Holland, or plenty more. Introducing a rebranded name, Top Tier Motorsports. Our Tier 1 has now been called the Top Tier, who will be running the F1 2020 cars, and the rest of the tiers will be running multiplayers like they always have done. We have team engineers who will be managing the overall constructors of all our tiers. A financial structure has been incorporated into the league, so teams can get penalties or driver transfers. As we are running an overall constructors, the lower tiers will have names very similar to the real F1 teams. TTM Fantasy League, where each week you can choose the drivers that you think will perform the best on that week. There will be the overall constructor that you can choose as well, and I must give credit to BFR Super Jelly Dog for this amazing idea. And finally, reserve drivers have made a comeback, but they can only reserve for their overall team. Full Quali has made its first appearance here at TTM. We've never done this before. This will allow drivers to try a different compound in Q2 so they can try a different strategy for the race. Now we have skill-based tiers, it really gives all drivers an opportunity to get into Q3. Are you ready for Top Tier Motorsport Season 2?
Yes, welcome back here at USA Austin as these guys are readying up. Do you want to do the honors, Josh? You did a fantastic job last time out. I won't interrupt you until I see something like a big crash or anything.
Yeah, I'll do my best Crofty impression.
Oh, Crofty, here we go. It's a little bit overcasty. Wonder if
Yeah, and I think Monty's joined back as well, so he'll be happy that he's back in pole position. As we're now here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away they go. Monty looks like he's had a bit of a slow start compared to Sam. Sam going up the inside. There's been contact already.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
Monty's ghosting a little bit, so I don't know if he's disconnected. There's Wong Dong and Lewis Johnson go off wide, but Sam has taken the lead of this race. Ebigal has gone up to second place as well. A great start there from Sam. This is exactly what he needs to help his championship along.
Yeah, definitely some good starting. I don't know if Monty is actually in the car. Yes, he is, but Baby Girl overtook him as well, as he now got pressure from Monty on the outside.
He makes a lovely move around the outside.
Oh, it touches the rear a little bit there. As Outrageous Gaming already grabs a penalty there. It's Benji.
Well, we've got Jet Atom down 8 places, so he's had a horrid start.
Oh, that was the same as last time, didn't he?
Yeah. So fingers crossed he can have another good recovery drive. And Lewis Johnson as well, he's down in 9 places. But I think Lewis and Wong Dong had a bit of a coming together at turn 1. They're very wide. But Monty now smells blood for TTM Sam.
Oh, Sam comes a
Sam
little
goes
bit wide. Defends the inside.
Oh, that was very close there. Good racing from the two of them. Sam powering ahead though.
He doesn't want to give as Baby Girl and Benji also taking it into turn 1. As Outrageous Gaming is close by and really loving those guys in front of them battling it out. So we can get a little bit closer there. And still Willis and the new Pepelusa guy battling it out on the mediums, as they are the first medium runners.
And I think Outrageous Gaming might have had a disconnect or something because he just left. But yeah, now Monty will be wanting to get this first place back and try and pull away from Sam.
Now Sam and Monty both using ERS, but yeah, with that outrageous game disconnected. But really good job there from Theo Willis, as he's only 6 stands behind the last soft runner. So I think it's good for a good strategy there. Is Niak? Oh, he's close to outrageous gaming there. Monty is a little bit backing off there.
Yeah, so this is good for all the medium runners as well, making up the places. Looking to go long. I didn't even see that Jet Atom started on mediums, but I don't know if he's got a bit of damage because he's dropped fairly off the back of...
Well, Jet Adam pitted, I think. He's on 0
yeah,
left.
So yeah, he'll be looking to go long. It's interesting that he didn't put on the hards and try and go to the enders.
Oh, what baby girl losses in the first corner there. As Joa moves up the position, sorry to interrupt you there, but Teapot also left the session. Outrageous Gaming. I don't have him as a friend.
I'll try and invite him.
Oh, Joa, oh, Monty and Sam really battling it out here. He nudges the back of Sam there a little bit. Oh, Monty! Oh, these guys are so close to each other, and I think Monty has some overspeed there in the last part of this last corner. And Benji is still close by, still in DRS range of Monty. Oh, Monty goes for a dive on the outside there. Really bad camera angle there. Yo Josh, you still here? Hey Josh. Yo Josh. I think we lost Josh there also. Yes, I'm completely missing this battle because I'm working as a tier coordinator and a commentator. I can't do both at the same time, so Sam still keeping it in front of Monty there. He tucks it down the inside. And Benjis keep getting closer and closer. I need to try and invite Josh into my party again. I will leave this one. Josh. I think
Monty goes wide, Benji's through into second.
yeah,
Wow,
well,
this is
really kicking off right now.
yeah, this is great racing at the top. And Monty and Benji fighting has let Sam pull away a little bit. But I'm sure they'll be right back onto his gearbox.
Well, Sam is actually holding these guys up, so I wonder.
Well, Monty did get through, but I think Sam repassed him. I don't know whether Monty had a mistake or something. But yeah, Monty does seem to be right on the back of him now.
Was LMB and Wondonks also going for a battle on 4P6 there? Oh, he lost a little bit of momentum there, Wondonks.
Oh, as Monty's coming to make a move. He switches to the inside. Does he get the move done? Can Sam get a switch back?
Yes, he probably can. Oh, this is not going to be happening through the S section.
No, he misses out. But if he could stick with them through the S's, he can get DRS on that main straight.
And he can grab him back. As Monty goes a little bit wide there and looked like he lost a little bit of momentum. I'm going to watch this battle a little bit longer, then I'm going to switch back to...
Well, no, this is great racing from the two arguably fastest drivers in Tier 3.
Definitely.
Can Sam make a move back on Monty?
Sam has no ERS left. None.
Oh, he dives down the inside. Can he make it stick? He needs to keep it on that apex so Monty can't get a switch back. Nicely done there from Sam. Keep the movement now. Will Monty try and dive down the inside?
That's...
And this is what we were talking about earlier with the different lines.
Yeah, definitely some good lines through here. As Benji, when these guys are battling, as Benji goes way wide, but he's trying to do everything in his power to catch up to these guys. Monty, a little bit of oversteer there. Benji, look at his ERS, he had so much. As Monty tucks it down the inside again at the same spot as last. What a battle.
Oh, they almost have a massive crash there. I don't think Monty was quite expecting it.
Oh, so close!
Oh, Sam's got the move done.
Yeah,
oh, this
in
is
the S section.
fantastic. Wow. A lot of respect going on here between the two drivers to not crash into each other.
Yeah.
But now Sam has, will have DRS even on the next straight. But yeah, like you said, he's compared to Monty, he's got hardly any ERS.
Yeah, and look at Benji. He's like over a half. He should definitely use it on these straights now.
But he's still, even with such little ERS, he's still gaining with that DRS. Toss it down the inside. Monty switchbacks.
Yeah, but that corner is Sam's to take on the right side. So Monty has to back off again and do this. Oh! He wants to try. But Benji is really, really close in these parts. So it's definitely running a little bit higher downforce. But he needs to use that ERS right now.
Yeah. If he can get involved in this, because I think if these two weren't fighting, they would pull away from him. So he needs to try and get ahead. And Sam gets a bit of a wobble on there.
He doesn't use it. I don't know why he's not using it. I'm looking.
Maybe he's saving it for an in lap or an out lap.
We have our first pitter, LMB.
Oh yeah. I said side by side again. This is great racing from this pair. But yeah, one thing they're going to run into is they're going to come out behind medium runners. I think, are they? Yeah. I mean, I'm not too sure what the pit data is, but they should come out at least behind Coles. So then they've got more cars to pass.
Yeah, I think it's around 23 to 25 seconds. But it's only in the pits. So... Oh, is Jet Atom Don't know what happened there.
Is Sam going to try to re-overtake Monty?
It's
Late
dives!
move there. It's just like deja vu every lap.
Tucks it down the inside.
Oh. Sam gets better traction. Is he going to stick it to the outside? I imagine Monty would just close that door slightly and be like, nope, you're not coming
And
through.
look at Baby Girl.
Down the inside. What is going on with these two? Having
Max
an absolute
Verstappen and
madness.
Kimi Räikkönen.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
As
And it's going to be
Benji.
crucial if
and-
one of these pit first. But Benji again on the back.
And look at Baby Girl. He closed the gap to 1.1 seconds.
As Wang Dong pits now as well.
Yeah, I'm still looking for if there's any other.
Benji's got past Sam.
Yeah, look at his ERS. He's definitely going to use it now to.
Yeah, they need to. Benji needs to stop fighting. Yeah, he's got moved on. And get after Monty because. I mean, Monty and Benji do kind of have the same ERS, but he needs to try and pass his teammate. And if I was Sam now, I'd contemplate pitting this lap to try and get that undercut.
Yeah, definitely. Pit now.
Yeah, because you'll
Really?
come out ahead of LMB, and then you've got a good 8 seconds ahead that you can just push and push and push. As Benji goes for the move down the inside, as we have another change for the lead. This is incredible racing between this lot. Tier 3 are really putting on a show tonight.
Yeah, and these guys are also called Rosberg and Hamilton.
Hopefully they
no-
don't have it coming together.
No team orders involved.
Will any of them pull the trigger this lap?
I think Benji just has the better setup and still has his tires good enough to.
There we go, Monty's pulled the trigger. Not Monty, Sam even. And this is going to be crucial for these. The two out front now need to push like hell.
They definitely need to use that ERS right now, yeah. Looking for some other battles on track. If not, then.
We've got Wong Don and LMB only covered by less than a second.
Yeah, that's the whole race. Sam is coming out to the pits right now.
He's just picked up a time penalty as well, and Benji's got a penalty as well.
On the mediums.
And he's got about 2.5 seconds to try and close up this lap.
Well, these medium runners like Wills and the new guy Pep Salula, they're definitely going to be extending their tires and maybe jump onto the softest tire.
Yeah. As I jump back on board with our front two, Benji not quite close enough to make a move this time. And of course, one of the good things, well, you could say it's good or not, is because they're not actually in teams in the pit lane. Benji won't be, or might not be held up if Monty pits ahead. They can pit at the same time.
I'm just, yeah, that's lucky.
As now all of the top 3 have time, well, top 4 even have time penalties.
But look at the gap from Sam, 18 seconds.
As long as he doesn't get held up here by Coles too much, I imagine he should have had a banging out lap and should be ahead. Because I think one of them's just leaving the pit, their stall now.
Sam coming through the start-finishing line.
Oh, and he's jumped them. That's exactly what he needed. And even better for him, Monty is now stuck behind Coles through this S's section.
Oh, so Coles is actually the splitter of Monty, Benji and Sam there.
Yeah. I imagine it'll only be a matter of time before Monty gets past on these fresh tyres. Well, it's given Sam a little bit of a buffer. I'm sure Sam will be feeling even better that Monty has got a time penalty as well.
And we all got Pep Solula, number 13 there, looking to overtake Niak, who's still out on those softs.
Yeah, it's interesting that Baby Girl didn't pit either.
Well, he has the tire advantage if he comes in right now, but he lost time, that's for sure. He probably goes in right now. Yeah, Baby Girl enters the pit. Niak jumps in the pit, and we have a new leader, the new recruit driver, the friend of Joa, in P1 there, Josh, on the medium.
Oh, this is crazy. And you never know if him and Wills keep extending this stint. If there's a safety car later on, they could be in the money to come and pit, maybe even fight for a podium.
Yeah, because
especially as well they haven't got any time penalties, which is crucial.
Well, they do need to hope that the safety car comes out a little bit later than now, because
yeah,
soft is just too far. I think 28 laps, 16 laps then. I think you could try on lap 15.
Yeah, yeah.
And the other fights, Baby Girl and Coles.
Yeah, Baby Girl and Coles.
Baby Girl gets a better exit there.
Yeah, he's on 11 lap pressure tyres, so a fairly easy move. I think Coles might have even disconnected or having some connection issues there.
Yeah,
but it's so unfortunate for Baby Girl. He's lost. I feel like he was right behind them, and now, I mean, Benji's lost time. Sam and Monty are having another battle. Is Monty going to try down the inside?
This going to be Max Verstappen and Kimi Räikkönen all over again.
But Monty has the position. Sam goes down the inside. Can he keep it? Monty goes around the outside. Wow, I'm sure we've seen. I think Carlos Sainz do a move there a couple of years ago. Very opportunistic there. But these two are just going hammer and tong, not giving each other any room to breathe.
No.
As he dives down the inside again.
Late launch, but it compromises exit a little bit, and then Monty has the turn there.
Yeah. And
take the position back.
For Benji's sake, they need to keep battling, because Benji's lost a fair bit of time to them. And it was 2 seconds, it's kind of closing in now. But before, he was right on the back of these two.
Well, Niak and Wondog also battling it out on the medium tires, as some of these guys went for the hards. So Joe went for the hards, LMP, Wondogs, and Niak is on the medium tire there. Definitely catching Wondogs, or also called Don the Beats. I think he's gonna overtake him in this next straight.
Oh, Sam goes for another dive bomb on Monty. It's literally deja vu every lap. They're just passing each other in the same places. And the fact that they haven't come together yet is incredible. And Sam now goes down the inside. Oh, that's close. But I think Monty has the place there. And it's going to be interesting to see how these pair battle when they come up to Wills and Pepulsa.
Pepaloosa. Yeah. But they're not catching very fast as Theo Willis
already.
Yeah. I'm going to stick on board with him and see what tire he is going to grab. He's going for the hards.
That is interesting. I don't think that's potentially the right call to make.
No, I don't think so either. Especially with only 14 laps to go.
Yeah.
We see some changes here, and the back there's Niak and Wondogs took each other at LMB, and Coles also. Unfortunately, I missed that. And Jetem, tough race so far. He's still behind the AI car, but he's just a car that's being lapped. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna grab a podium place here from crashing out on the lap 1 there. Very curious what happened there actually.
Yeah, I'm
There's
still on board
Coles.
with. Is Coles disconnected
Leg.
or crashed? I think he's disconnected. Oh, what such a shame.
Virtual safety car. Popolops. Where is he?
Oh,
Would you go in right now? I'll go in. I'll try the
yeah,
fifth.
yeah. Because you could come out probably at least 5th, if not ahead of Baby Girl. But I didn't. No, probably not ahead of Baby Girl.
Definitely go for the reds though.
Yeah. Monty gets another time penalty. That is crucial. Because
Yeah,
he now
he's-
needs to build a 3-second.
Oh, as Monty
Oh.
is Sam. Everybody's
And Sam.
jumping. So
And Benji is
Popolops.
staying out. This race has just been flipped on its... And Baby Girl's staying out. So this race has been flipped on its head. And Sam's gone back on the mediums. Oh,
Oh.
This race has just gone upside down. Monty and Sam have got so many cars to pass now.
Yeah, and Popolosia is on the better tire. He's on the reds. Compared. I don't know how much space he has. But he's already catched. I'll just look at the gap. He's 7.8 now. There's LMB, Monty and Joa fighting for it, and Monty has indeed to overtake a lot of drivers on these soft tires.
Yeah, and they are going to degrade at some point. I mean, we saw when Sam came into pit for the mediums, he was so much quicker on his outlap. So when it gets to, you know, lap 24, 25, these tires aren't going to be as good as they are right now.
No, definitely not. But you think
So
that's
would
a
you-
good... I think Sam did the better call there. I don't know. I think you can
I
easily...
don't think I would have pitted.
No, I wouldn't pit it either. Especially on those mediums. And put another set of mediums on.
And especially with the fact that Monty has 6 second worth of time penalties. So he's not only got to pass people, but then make up time on them as well. Yeah, I don't... It's a very interesting strategy. I mean, at the moment, Monty looks like he has the pace.
He's
Moves up
flying
into third.
by everybody, yeah. Well, he has to do it now. Now these tires are fresh, but then he will also compromise his... oh, we have
As
somebody...
Joe has spun out, I think, yeah, Joe's
Yeah.
had a spin. And I think he's lost his front wing as well. Yeah, waiting for a clear bit of track. That's so unfortunate for him.
Yeah, really good. Oh, he does retires. He left. Any other close battles there? Yeah, also with Wills going for the medium hard strategy. I don't know why he did that. But
No,
maybe-
that is a bit peculiar.
Oh! Sam! Spun! He spun!
No! That's definitely what he didn't need. So he already makes place back up on Guangdong. Oh, that's just made Sam's life 10 times more difficult. As Monty is just catching these front two like no tomorrow. And Baby
Yeah.
Girl's caught up to Benji as well.
Yeah, he has definitely got more pace
Yeah.
than Benji at
Was-
this moment.
It's just one of these tyres going to give up.
Trent. Well, I think the tires will wear off at some point for Monty. But then again, I think it was a mistake to come inside, because those mediums were only like 3 laps old or something. Oh well.
Yeah. I mean,
Sometimes you do something good, sometimes you make a bad decision. You learn from
yeah,
those.
you never know. I mean, at the moment, he looks like he has the pace to catch and overtake them.
Monty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he also needs a lot of ERS, I see.
Oh, Benji spun it.
Oh, he
Benji
lost it.
spun it. No.
He spun it or he got tapped from behind?
Oh, I'm not too sure there, but I think he's got damage to his front wing.
He needs to pit. And Popolosa on his debut in P3 there.
Come on, and he's kept it so clean as well. He's not picked up any penalties yet. I'm really hoping he can keep going and get a podium on his debut.
Yeah, it would be really, really great for him.
And also with Benji spinning, that means Monty now just has to overtake Baby Girl because they've both got 6 seconds of time penalties. So
And
that's
Baby
made-
Girl again in P1 there.
Yeah.
Crazy race. Never thought these guys would pit. Maybe that was the better call, I don't know, but Monty does need like 10 more laps on those tires, and I think the medium is going to be the faster tire in the end.
Yeah. I mean, Baby Girl does have a lot of ERS as well, as Sam picked up another time penalty, which is going to help his cause.
And also with the new guy not taking any penalties so far is just really, really good. Especially in the air section.
Yeah, because it's so difficult to pick up penalties here. Like, you know, Monty and Sam, they're both great drivers, but they've still picked up a load of penalties. So to keep it clean, that's going to definitely help them at the end of the race.
Yeah, definitely. And we also have a little bit of train going with Niak, LMB, Don the Beats, and Wills. And it's like a 4-way train. Niak is leading that pack. Sam, I think, just passed them on P4 there.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of a DRS train here.
Yeah, now it's curious because Niak is on the medium tires, and the rest of those other 3 guys, like Wills, Windox, and LMB, are on the harder tire.
Yeah, and the Ag's tyres are fairly young as well. Only Wills has got younger hards in them. Yes, one goes wide, can Wills might get past, but yeah, Pepulosa, I'm so bad with names. He's just picked up a time penalty. But it looks like Sam really isn't making a dent into his lead that he has. Monty is now right behind Baby Girl. There's virtual safety car even. Didn't quite catch what that was for.
Yeah, I'm looking through the field, but I think Joe he rage quitted. No, don't know why, but also really good job there from Wills not to take any penalties, and Jet Atom.
Yeah, super job, because that's going to help them so much come the end of the race.
Yeah. Was One Dogs and LMB really, really close. I'm also watching decap for TT and Baby Girl.
Well, Baby Girl looks like he's just had a bit of a... there is...
He just
Oh,
thinks,
is that,
I think just smart. Not defend too much. Trying to keep in his DRS range. Because his tires are going to wear off. Those are from Monty's in about 6 lap, I think. Oh, she grabs another penalty.
Yeah, penalties are going to be the decider in this race. Will's just picked up a penalty as well.
So
Well,
the
I
only
think-
one didn't got a penalty yet is Jet Atom. Yep.
I think with Will's, he should still move up to 6th. After the penalties, maybe even... He might even move up to 5th, because Sam's got 9 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah.
But yeah,
right.
Monty looks good for the win now. He's got his penalty gap to third. Baby Girl's got more penalties than him, so he just needs to keep it clean, get these tyres to the end, and he should make this strategy call work out.
Yeah, I think it's also pace-wise. Since if you put TT and Josh in the same car, I think it would be a little bit harder for Monty to pull that kind of gap in like one lap, 2.5 seconds. Holy moly. But that's the question. Pepelosia gonna take a podium here on his debut.
Oh, I really hope he does.
He looks very clean driver so far. I would say I'm glad he joined.
Yeah.
Sam is trying to do everything to get closer to Pepelosa, but it doesn't.
He's just not gaining at all. If anything, he's lost time, I think. He was like 6.7 behind, now he's 7.2. Oh,
Wills!
well done, Wills have had a collision. And Wills has lost a bit of... oh, he's lost a massive chunk of his wing. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, I saw that with a quick second there on the helicopter view.
Oh, that's ruined Wills' chances of jumping up the pack now.
Ah, he's so unlucky with the incidents. Oh well. As Monty pulled up a big gap from 3.3 seconds, but I think Baby Girl is already happy to take P2 again. I think that just feels like a victory for him with Sam and Benji behind him.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to be careful not to pick up another time penalty, because otherwise he will drop down to third, I think. But yeah, especially after last week, obviously I had such promise in qualifying, and then it all fell away from him in the race, so to get back up on the podium is going to be great for him.
Yeah. As Jet Atom is overtaking Wills, but Wills is in the pits.
Yeah, it was in the pits. Such a shame for him.
Well, Sam is indeed not getting any closer.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. I would have thought Sam might have had the pace to try and close in on him. But I suppose they are on different tyres, which could be helping.
Yeah, maybe he got so much more grip on those soft tires.
Yeah, and he did have a spin as well, so maybe he, I don't know, took some unnecessary life out of his tyres.
Yeah.
I think now the closest battle on track is Niag versus LMB. Pretty much everyone else is covered, separated by a couple of seconds, whereas these are really covered by about half a second.
Yeah, I'm watching LMB currently on board, but Niag is on the better tire, I think, and maybe One Dogs has the little bit pace advantage in this track, but Niag has the better tire at the moment.
Yeah, Niag has a lot more ERS as well. LMB is pretty much running at nothing, whereas Niag has over half.
Yeah, I see that. Baby Girl, not a penalty.
Gets another penalty. That's crucial, that is now. He needs to pull another 2 seconds.
From
Otherwise he's
Pepelosa?
going to be losing seconds.
Oh, Sam, another penalty. How many penalties?
Oh.
12 seconds.
It's so tough as well when you... As soon as you pick up one, I find I just keep picking them up and I can't stop, so... It's so tough, but that's going to really hurt Sam as well, because the guys behind haven't got that many.
6 seconds, so that means he can almost drop to P6. And Niag and LMB jumping positions. As Niak is also gaining on Sam. Maybe Sam has some damage.
Yeah. Or maybe what? See, they've got Nick's on older tires as well.
But he's
I don't know.
closing.
Yeah.
I hope Sam doesn't give up.
I can't see any damage on his front
Yeah.
wing.
I can't see either. I'm on his front ring right now.
Oh, but this is so frustrating for LMB because he just doesn't have the ERS to pass Niag.
LMB is getting closer and closer to Niak though.
Oh, as he's lost it. Oh, that's gonna hurt him so much. I mean, he manages to keep it out of the barrier, but he's alright with his penalties behind, but that's so frustrating. And now pretty much everyone is separated. What's the smallest gap? We've got 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's gone from such a close race to the
Really
pack line is spreading out a little bit.
Yeah, but I also think that's because of the tires. That you see
Yeah.
like hards, mediums, and Monty jumping on those soft.
Oh, it's Monty's
pitting.
pitting. Monty's pitting. So he obviously doesn't feel confident in those. As I was just
Popolosa.
about to say, it's turned into. It's gone from an exciting race to a boring race. This has just flipped on its head. Because now Monty's not going to be able to make up that time in 3 laps. So we're going to have Baby Girl win again.
No, Popolosa, because Baby Girl has
yeah.
too many
Oh,
penalties.
that's going to be a madness. Although Baby Girl is pulling away, he needs to pull another.
Well, he needs to pull
7
like
tenths.
how many?
But then
7
he needs to be.
tenths.
I think that's
Oh,
right.
7 tenths, yeah. 7 tenths.
Oh,
my god.
I don't know if I want to win more.
He definitely is trying now. Yeah, he's almost got it. And Monty,
I think. But
pushing
he's just got to
like-
be careful that he doesn't pick up another penalty, because if he does, I don't think he can make that gap. But I think Monty is now on a charge.
Yeah, I think
But-
Dave did the correct thing. Huh? Nice spelling of your name, Jerry. Oh yeah, on the overlay. I forgot an R. As Dave said, it would already be hard to push those softer tires, but Pepolosa is doing it.
Yeah.
But then again, Baby Girl is pulling away massively now.
Yeah. Yeah, Monty's finally got past.
Flying past. Oh, no.
Oh, and with the penalties, so Monty has to close
3 seconds.
3 seconds in, what, 3
2.
laps? 3 or 2 laps, yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be tight though.
Very. I mean, he's going to have, what tires is 13 lap old mediums. Oh,
Well, if Monty
I wouldn't want
grabs,
to say he's going to win. There's a yellow flag. Someone gone off. Looks to have cleared. Oh
Yeah,
no,
this
it looks like Monty's got the pace to do this.
yeah, he already pulled 1 second. But
Yeah.
Jet Atom, no penalties.
Oh, and he's pulled.
He's pulled up to P8. He is gonna jump a lot of people there. He's gonna be jumping up to P4 maybe. If he times this correctly and keeps pushing. He's like 4, he's 12. Yeah, maybe P5. Yeah, Monty closed the gap.
Yeah, Phew, that was a bit risky from him. I wonder why he did pit.
I don't know.
Because we just didn't feel like those tires could make it to the end, but...
Well, I do think you lose a lot of time at some point. I think it's lap 9 or 10 on those, as we could see from Popolosa. He's now on 11. Oh, I need to quiet down a little bit.
But still, maybe you're coming in second place is a great result. And both Niag and I'm so bad with pronunciation.
Popolosa.
Both up 8 places. So great races from them.
Yeah, Monty did 3 stops. Well, it's not bedtime, but it's almost 12 o'clock, guys, here in Holland. So, yeah.
Was Benji going to make a move? Benji's looking to make a move on Wong Dong. Can he try and get some recovery in this race and goes on the inside? Looks like a pretty easy move there with DRS. And Monty might even be having a go on track at Baby Girl.
Well, maybe not. Maybe yes.
Got a pole. Getting DRS. What's his? Well, he's not got that DRS though. But he should be in DRS at least. They just need to not tangle, because that would be disastrous. But yeah, Monty has just had so much pace.
Yeah, we could already see that at the qualifying.
Ooh.
Look at how much exit speed.
Yeah, he's got so much more grip. What was Sam has started to catch back up to Popolosa, but he's still got so many penalties.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be won by Monty.
Yeah.
And I think
yeah.
Popolosa grabbed another penalty there.
Yeah, but I think he oh no, that... So, he'll still get third, I think. Well, that's still a great result for first time out.
I wonder how much position Jet Atom is going to be...
I think he might only move up 1. Whereas we got Monty coming across the line in P1, Baby Girl in P2, and then coming around the final corner now we have Popolosa in P3, TTM Sam not having the race one in P4 at the moment. Will Niag get ahead of him?
Yeah, here comes the train.
Oh, 0.1 seconds. As Jet Atom moves up to 4th. Whew. That just shows what clean racing can do for you around here. Yeah, so then the reshuffled order, Monty in P1, TTM Baby Girl in P2, Popolosa in P3, Jet Atom P4, TTM Sam missing out on that 4th position by 0.3 seconds in 5th, Niag just behind him as well in 6th, LMB 7th, Benji after having that spin down in 8th, Wondon in 9th, Wills again also having a spin, taking a bit of damage I think, in P10, New in P11, Vivid Pup in P12, Lewis Johnson P13, Joe at P14, I think from Joe outrageous.
Yeah, all DNF.
All DNF, all
Are
these
race
disconnected.
Yeah.
But wow, what a what a race from the top 3 gave us. I would agree with the game. Pepulosa is my driver of the day. What a great debut race for him.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we did definitely a very good race from him and debut. Joel already said he was really clean and driver, as he is also having the Michael Schumacher face there. Yeah, definitely my drive after there as well, but it's also a little bit Monty. He drove such an incredible race there. You want to do the standings? I need to shut up a little bit because of the time here.
Hang on, I've just invited. Let me just invite 3. Do you want me to get Jet in as well?
Yeah, maybe put Benji in as well. I want.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
Hi.
So we have
Okay, perfect.
Do you have everybody in?
I've invited everyone, but Baby Girl's here, Monty's not here yet.
Shall I do the first one and you the second and third, Josh?
Yeah.
Well, Monty isn't here, so I'll start off with Baby Girl. Yeah, the dark horse in qualifying snatches off P4, kept it close during the battle with Monty, Sam and Benji there. Kept it clean. I think you pulled it off with not going inside, but just staying out and grabbing P2 there. It was a little bit exciting to say you almost, in our eyes, might even win it, but then Monty took you over. How was that race for you, man?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's nice to watch the battles in front as well. Obviously, it's a shame for Benji because I think he spun just in front of me before he came in. But I went for the soft medium. Me and Lewis were talking about it before the race. So I went for it because I knew everyone else would be doing a 2-stop and it paid off. So quite happy with that. But Monty's just too fast, man. He's like Lightning McQueen, I swear. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
I've invited Monty, but he's not joined yet. But onto our third place, Pepulosa. Great performance on your debut. How did you find it out there?
Well, thank you for all for inviting me, and well, it's been a very good race with a very important strategy from my part, because I started with the yellow component, and then I decided to make my pit stop on lap 40, if I'm not wrong, and then I decided to go to the end with my red ones, right?
Yeah,
well,
and for so long as well, you were keeping it clean, not picking up any penalties. I know you picked up some towards the end, but yeah, just a great job. You got driver of the day in the game, and I think you're definitely my driver of the day for getting that podium on your debut. A great way to start off your career here at TTM.
Yeah, definitely a good show there for your debut here, Pepulosa. We called you that. Don't know if we pronounce your name correctly, but yeah, thank you for joining TTM, and hopefully you score some more podiums, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. See you on the next race.
Yes. See you next time.
Unfortunately, we can't get Monty in right now, but we have someone who's battling for a large proportion of the race, TTM Sam. Talk us through that one, because for the first sort of half, it looked like you were having a really good battle with Monty, literally like every lap. And then when the VSC came out, I feel like your race kind of came undone a little bit.
Yeah, the first half, really enjoyed that. It was brilliant. Second, the first VSC came out, I just reacted to what Monty did. I shouldn't have, but I did, by accident. Just by instinct. He hit on the softs, I went on the mediums. And then, yeah, my luck from there just went downhill completely. So I'm just disappointed, really. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, at least you put on a good show for everyone watching and for me and Jerry, because you and Monty, and even when Benji was getting involved, it was so entertaining to see the respect that you all had together. You know, I think there was only one moment where you had a tiny little bit of contact come in out of turn 1 through turn 2.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it was all lovely.
It was a
and
Code
brilliant.
Brown moment. That
Yeah.
little bit of contact. That was Code Brown.
But yeah, apart from that, it was a great battle. It's just yeah, unfortunate that it kind of fell away from you a little bit.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
And then on to someone who made up or had a bit of a shaky start. I think there might have been some contact at turn 1, but I think the only driver who didn't pick up any penalties and benefited from it massively. Jet, talk us through your race.
At the start, I got off pretty well, but Benji got a pretty shit start, and then he just stopped a little bit, and I hit him in the back, broke my wing. That was terrible in sector 1, and I went down to like P13, I think. Then I was like, fuck it, I'll box, got mediums, made them last to lap 18, got to softs, kept pushing, and next thing you know, I finished above Sam, which was great, because that's my aim every race.
Yeah, we saw literally everyone picked up penalties, varying from like 3 seconds, I think. Joe might
Mate,
have had...
earlier in the practice, right, me and Monty were doing it. He got 18 seconds of penalties, I got 28. So I didn't have high hopes.
I mean, improving from the practice from 28 to have none is really impressive, and obviously you benefited massively from it, because I think you moved up like 3 or 4 positions.
I went from P7 to P4, so I had 3 positions.
So yeah, massive congrats there. Just shows how being clean can just benefit you, especially around here. And if you can be cleaner, I think the next race is Mexico.
Yeah.
I know that's a big track for track limits, especially through sector 2. So if you can keep it clean through there, you should have a good race. And obviously, like last week, you had issues at the start as well. So
yeah.
hopefully
I
next
hope
week,
this
if you don't have
doesn't become a thing.
issues, yeah, if next week you don't have issues and you can keep it clean, you should be in good stead for a podium.
I hope so.
But anyway, guys, we're gonna finish the stream here. Well done to Monty, Baby Girl, Pepulosa, Jet for having a great race, and yeah, again, unfortunate for you, Sam, but I'm sure you'll bounce back for it next race. And we're just gonna finish off with the season 2 trailer. So we'll be back here Wednesday for tier 2 at 8 o'clock, Thursday 8 o'clock for tier 1, and then I think we've got esports again on Fridays. We've made it through to the elimination stages, so be sure to tune in then, and here's our season 2 trailer.
to move! 5 red lights, and we're away here. DW wins in Monaco.
What is this P1?
What a drive, what a drive.
I want to see a show from you, Pez. We're top in the group here.
As Dynamic is coming round to finish up the race. Up the inside! He's done it! Oh, Brenda, get in! This is Deezy! Deezy! Alistair as well! Come on! We are 8 months into this though. So I think it's fair to say we're only just getting started. I would like to welcome you to a whole new aspect of league racing. This season in TTM, we are going to make it as realistic as possible, which is why we are going to be introducing the following. Simulation damage. This could include punctures or DRS failures throughout your league races. Skill-based tiers, so there'll be wheel-to-wheel action in all our races and anyone can take that win. We will now be running a 15-race season voted by you guys. We could have the tracks like Austria, Canada, Singapore, Australia, Britain, Belgium, Spain, Brazil, Holland or plenty more. Introducing a rebranded name, Top Tier Motorsports. Our Tier 1 has now been called the Top Tier, who will be running the F1 2020 cars, and the rest of the tiers will be running multiplayers like they always have done. We have team engineers who will be managing the overall constructors of all our tiers. A financial structure has been incorporated into the league, so teams can get penalties or driver transfers. As we are running an overall constructors, the lower tiers will have names very similar to the real F1 teams. TTM Fantasy League, where each week you can choose the drivers that you think will perform the best on that week. There will be the overall constructor that you can choose as well, and I must give credit to BFR Super Jelly Dog for this amazing idea. And finally, reserve drivers have made a comeback, but they can only reserve for their overall team. Full Quali has made its first appearance here at TTM. We've never done this before. This will allow drivers to try a different compound in Q2 so they can try a different strategy for the race. Now we have skill-based tiers, it really gives all drivers an opportunity to get into Q3. Are you ready for top tier?